Welcome to Cinemaned. Today, we're diving into the thriller Swallow 2019, where a millionaire's pregnant wife starts craving and swallowing dangerous objects. What seems like a strange habit soon exposes a chilling truth about her life and marriage. The film begins with a millionaire man showing off his family business. At his success party, we meet his entire family and his wife, Hunter. Everyone is very happy. Ever since Hunter got married, she started feeling very lonely because, apart from her, the entire family was always busy with business. She used to feel very lonely at home. To cope with the loneliness, she would play games, sketch, or cook, but still, she felt exhausted. She would wait all day for Richie to come home and talk to her, but whenever she tried to talk to him, he was busy on his phone. She never got the attention she wanted. Days passed like this until one day, Hunter finds out that she is pregnant. She becomes very happy and tells Richie the news. Richie is also happy and plans a family dinner to share this big news with his parents. Everyone is delighted to hear the news. At this time, Hunter wanted to tell everyone her story about how she found out she was pregnant, but Richie's dad interrupted her and they started a business discussion. This time, Hunter felt so lonely that she got angry. She looked at the table and saw ice in a glass. In anger, she started eating the ice, and the sound of it annoyed everyone. Richie's mom, however, understood her and thought that Hunter had done this because of her pregnancy, as girls often get depressed in this condition. So, in order to help Hunter with her depression, she gives her a book. Hunter wanted Richie's mom to sit and talk with her, but she also left. Anyway, Hunter started reading the book, and it said that a person should try something new every day to get rid of depression. Something they have never done or expected to do. Thinking about this, a strange thought comes to her mind, and she gets up and eats a marble ball. It was surprising that after eating this, she felt so good, as she had never felt before. A while later, when Richie comes to play, he notices that Hunter is very happy today, more than the last 3 days. Richie asks her the reason for her happiness. Hunter says, "I did something very unexpected today, and because of that, I am very happy with myself." Richie asks, "So what did you do?" But Hunter lies this time. The next morning, we see Hunter doing something even more strange. She takes out the marble ball she had eaten the day before and takes care of it. Where Hunter was already fighting with her loneliness, Richie's mom also started asking strange questions like what she did before and what her family did. Hunter was from a middle-class background, and it was a little embarrassing to tell her about herself. After hearing all this, Richie's mom says, "Then you are very lucky that you got married to Richie, and your world has changed." Hunter was even more saddened by what she said because she was still not satisfied with her life. Today she was feeling so bad that she started cleaning to deal with her feelings. And then she saw a thumbtack attached to a vacuum cleaner. It was pointed, but still, Hunter wanted to eat it. She put it in her mouth, but this thumbtack was stuck badly. First, she took it out and put it on the kitchen counter, but all day she kept feeling like she should eat it. That's why she got excited and put the thumbtack in her mouth and finally ate it. While she was eating it, the thumbtack tore through her esophagus. Her internal parts were also injured, but despite that, after eating this thumbtack, she was feeling very good. At night, Richie comes home to party with his friends. Hunter also wanted to go out, but then she started having a lot of stomach pain. When she went to the washroom, the thumbtack came out of her. But this month, due to the thumbtack, a lot of blood came out of her body. She was also in a lot of pain. Now Richie also came to the room looking for her. But before Richie came, she cleaned all the blood so that Richie didn't know anything. A while later, a friend of Richie comes here. He congratulates Hunter on becoming a mother. And then he also tells her that he is feeling very lonely at this party. He asks Hunter, "Can I hug you?" Hunter also hugs him, and here we feel that Hunter wanted to hug him more than that boy, to get rid of her loneliness. Time passed by, and day by day, we kept seeing that Hunter's behavior was changing a lot. She had started eating such things that ordinary people could not digest, such as a cell, battery, pins, safety pins, and many such things. She used to take them out of her stool and take care of them, and she had decorated them like trophies. A few days pass, and Hunter has to go to the hospital for her routine checkup. When the doctors do her ultrasound, it is found that the baby is completely normal, but there is a very strange kind of object in Hunter's gut. Seeing this, the doctor immediately asks him to undergo emergency surgery. Hunter's surgery starts, and one by one, a lot of strange objects come out of his intestine, such as safety pins, fiber balls, and such things. After the surgery, the doctors talk about her situation. And the doctors find out that Hunter is going through a psychological disorder, a mental illness in which a person wants to eat such things that a person cannot eat. Richie was very angry after hearing all this. He brings Hunter home and scolds her a lot. He was not expecting all this from Hunter. He now picks up all such things from his room that could have been eaten, but he didn't know that Hunter could eat anything. Anyway, Richie's dad was more worried than Richie because he was worried about Richie's baby. That's why he immediately booked a very good psychiatrist for Hunter. While talking, the psychiatrist asks Hunter, "What do you get by eating all this?" She says that when I keep such things in my mouth, I like their feeling very much. The textures of these things look very good in my mouth. Here the psychiatrist realizes that she has not stopped eating all this yet. Then she tells Richie, and Richie now hires a bodyguard for Hunter, who was going to stay with her for 24 hours and was going to keep an eye on her so that Hunter doesn't eat anything. And with the arrival of this bodyguard, Hunter gets even more frustrated and angry. Here we see that the guard also did not like all these actions of Hunter. He was strangely annoyed and angry with Hunter. Because he had his own opinion, he used to think that Hunter lives in such a big house. Despite having every facility, what could be the reason that she got a mental illness? Can't she be happy in such a big house? Anyway, the bodyguard was keeping an eye on Hunter from everywhere, but Hunter still hid in the bathroom. She used to eat something or the other that she shouldn't eat. Now a few days later, Richie's birthday was about to come. Hunter arranges a very grand party for him. And here she was meeting everyone very happily. Although she didn't like meeting people much, today something even worse happened to her. Everyone started talking to her about her illness. And after knowing all this, she got very angry. She said to Richie, "What was the need to tell everyone about my illness?" But Richie says that he is thinking about her own good. But Hunter felt so bad that she asked Richie to apologize to her at night. Now the next day comes, the therapist comes again. Hunter was feeling very good while talking to the therapist today, because she wanted to talk. After the therapist left, she goes to the garden and starts taking care of the plants. Although at that time her heart also says that she should eat all this soil, but she has control over herself. Now as soon as she goes to the washroom to wash her hands, she hears that Richie was giving money to the therapist, so that the therapist would tell him everything about Hunter. Hearing this, Hunter panicked a lot. She thought, I don't know what all things the therapist must have told Richie. She was completely broken. She was very shocked, but she didn't show anyone. She was in a bad condition, crying. To hide herself, she sat down. And then her guard came down while looking for her. Her guard was also in a very bad condition today. He began to understand her loneliness. The guard didn't say anything to her. He just put his hand on her shoulder. And he kept lying next to her. After a long time, when Hunter woke up, she saw that the guard had also slept there. She came out of the bed. But her anger is still not less. Because of this anger, she wants to eat the things in her stomach again. And she opens all the cupboards and doors, and starts looking for things that she could eat. She finds a screwdriver here, and she takes it out. But because of taking it out, she was very sick. The screwdriver was stuck in her throat. She started hearing strange sounds from her throat, and she fell down. Hearing this sound, her guard also woke up, and immediately started looking at her. Her condition was so bad that he called the ambulance. She was immediately taken to the hospital. After the operation, the screwdriver was taken out of her throat. Thank God, her baby was not damaged. Now Richie and Richie's family were more worried about Hunter's baby than Hunter. So, they decided to send Hunter to a psychiatric hospital, where she will be kept under observation for 24 hours. And in this way, their baby will be safe. After the birth of the baby, she will be free, which means she will come home. Hunter was not agreeing, but Richie said that if you don't sign these papers, I will divorce you. Because of this, she had to agree to all this. Her guard, who now understood her feelings, was also very sad. Hunter's condition was very bad. Anyway, the next day it is shown that Richie's entire family was going to leave Hunter. And along with that, her guard was also there. While leaving, Hunter suddenly goes inside the house with the excuse of taking her charger. And her guard also runs after her. Here the guard sees that Hunter was trying to run away from there. This time, the guard also got scared of her. And instead of telling anyone about her, he gave Hunter a chance to run away from here. And as soon as everyone ran inside the house, he told everyone to distract Hunter, that she is running towards the other way. However, after a while, it was shown to us that Hunter had reached a hotel on the way to the jungle while running, where she first takes a lot of soil from outside the hotel, and books a room inside the hotel and takes it to eat. Then after a while she calls Richie, and tells him that I have run away from there. I don't want to live with you. And I was also living with this baby because of you. But you didn't accept me properly. You didn't even give me time. And now you have threatened me with divorce. But now I don't even want this baby. Richie was very sad to hear all this. Before Hunter does something wrong, Richie requests her, "Don't do this. Leave your stubbornness and then come back." When Hunter says no, then Richie explains to her, "Look Hunter, you don't have any skill. You don't have any degree. You won't be able to survive like this in this world. You need my support." But Hunter doesn't listen to Richie at all, and cuts the call. She spends the whole night watching TV and eating soil. Hunter leaves the hotel the next day, and calls her mom. She tells her about everything that happened to her. She was angry with herself today. She knew why all this was happening to her. She didn't have this problem from now. In fact, it was from childhood. Because her biological father, her real dad, had left her. Her mom was very religious. That's why she came into this world. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been born today. All these feelings bothered her until today. Today she had decided that she will live with her real dad. She takes his address from her mom, and goes to his house. When she goes there, she sees that someone's birthday party was going on. It was his stepbrother's, which means it was his son's birthday party. His new wife didn't ask Hunter anything, because she thought that Hunter is a friend's mom of his son. But she told him, "I am not a guest here. In fact, I am your daughter." Hearing this, that man takes her alone, and asks her why she came here. But here Hunter asks him the opposite. "Why did you leave me? If you had to leave me, then why did you live with my mom?" Then that man says, "Yes, I agree that it's my fault. I shouldn't have done all this. But when I did all this, I used to consider myself very powerful. And in the intoxication of my power, I did a lot of bad things to your mom. But when I spent 7 years in jail for this crime, then I understood what is good and what is bad." Here both these people become very emotional. Hunter feels that this man is ashamed of his deeds. That's why she goes out of here without saying anything to him. Now her mom also had refused to keep her with her. And she had left Richie's house. Now she had to move on in her life. To move forward as she wanted. She goes to a doctor, and takes an abortion pill from him, and does her abortion in a public washroom. She knew what she was doing was right. Now she was not even able to take her responsibility. So, she could not ruin a child's life in her own way. After running away from her dad, her thinking had changed a lot. And now she was ready to live a new life. And just by showing this to Hunter, her story ends. So, guys, if you like this video, then please like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. I will meet you in the next video. Until then, you can also watch other videos of our channel.